Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast, courtesy of introvertdatingsuccess.com. I am your host, as always, Harry Wilmington. If you're watching the video for this show right now, I am in traffic on the way back from celebrating Labor Day weekend in Reno, and traffic is built up, so I figured I would record this on my phone. So forgive me in advance if the audio is not to its normal quality, but that's what's happening right now. But anyway, while I'm on the road here, I figured since I'm stuck in traffic, I have time to talk to you guys about something that I think is very, very important for you guys to get and understand. And it's this whole idea of the pursuit. Who should be the one doing the pursuing in the dating chase and the relationship, etc., etc. We are often taught that in order to woo a girl and win her over, we have to be the ones to constantly pursue them, constantly send them compliments and flowers and take them on endless dates and call them all the time and express our feelings and this is that. But is that the way that it actually should work? And especially as an introvert who oftentimes is probably very, very uncomfortable laying all their cards on the table, but yet feels obligated to do so because we're taught that's how it works in the dating world in general. Is that the way that it actually goes? Or is it the woman's job to pursue us? Now, that may seem like an interesting concept to you, but I want to tell you a quick story that actually got me on the pathway to wanting to do this particular show, okay? Also, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer on this particular podcast/video show, you can write to me by going to the website and clicking on contact and filling out the contact form. Please have it be at least 1 to 3 sentences so I can get an idea of what it is you're going through, so I can answer it in the right way on the podcast and the show. Okay, so a few weeks ago, my cousin had her 30th birthday party, and she lives in the same city as me, so I got invited to go, and so I went. And when I got there, I was the first one there because I'm early everywhere. But eventually, she got there, and it was her initially, and then 2 of her close friends. One was a woman and one was a guy, and they were together. And based on the ring that she had on her hand, she was either married or engaged or whatever. So it turned out they were engaged. So just in the course of talking, we're having a good time, whatever. And then my cousin goes to the bathroom, and then it's just me and this couple at the table. So I'm always trying to think of like interesting stuff to talk about. And so eventually I said, hey, I turned to the guy, and I say, hey, so how exactly did you propose to her? Because there was always interesting stories to hear. Hey, how are other guys out there proposing to their girlfriends, now fiancés or whatever? So I asked him, I said, so how did you propose to this girl? And then she looks at him and then looks at me and then says, well, actually, I'm the one that proposed to him. Now, I know we're in the day and age of women's lib and, women can do things men can, but that's still a very flabbergasting thing to hear, because women to this day that I talk to that are still single, I'll ask them the question, have you ever considered, not even asking marriage, have you considered going up to a guy and asking him out? And they're like, no, the guy's got to do it. So the women I've asked about the engagement thing, the guy's got to do it. No, if he doesn't do it, then, oh my God, this is that, or whatever. But she proceeds to tell me the story about how, they were home one night, and so she had already planned it out. Like, she got him a surprise cake, and then she had a ring box, which is symbolic because they went out the next day to actually get the ring, and he bought the ring. But she had the ring to be able to get down on one knee and open the box up and do the proposal thing. And it was a really great story. And he was really, really they'd been together for a minute, so it inevitably was going to happen. One of them was going to propose. But the fact that she's one that just took the initiative and did it, I was very impressed by that. While at the same time, listening to that story, I was just like, man, other girls that I know, if I told them this story, they'd be like, that couldn't be me. I couldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. And so, but it really took me back to this point that I learned a long time ago when I was going through my dating journey, during the time when I was trying to, be the one to try to say, hey, so I want to display my feelings, and I want you to know, I want you to tell me how you feel and blah, 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 because I need to know this and that. And what I learned early on is that once I stepped back and really paid attention to how the dating game works, it turns out that women actually do the pursuing. Well, the women that end up getting into relationships is usually the result of women doing things that are indicative of them being the pursuers. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Harry, that's crazy. What are you talking about? Let me take you through a scenario, okay? And I've had this happen to me several times in the relationships that I've been in the past, okay? Let's say I date a girl for like 2.5 months, all right? Dating for 2.5 months, taking her out once, maybe twice a week, going on dates, having a good time, whatever, okay? Around like the month and a half mark, they start asking things like, so are you seeing anybody else right now? Is it just me? I just need to know if you're hooking up with anybody else, just whatever. But by that 2.5 month to the third month mark, I kid you not, it has been like clockwork because I'm not the one that brings up any kind of exclusivity whatsoever. I'm in this to win it. I'm dating, I'm having a good time, I'm hooking up, I'm taking them out, we're having fun. That is literally all I'm concentrating on, right? But by that 2.5 to third month, usually I end up getting a conversation that goes like this. So, what are we? So, my friends are asking, are we exclusive? So, do you have a girlfriend? Are we like boyfriend or girlfriend? Like, what's the situation? Okay? Now, when they're asking that question, that may seem like they're trying to prompt me to be the one to pursue them. But them asking the question in and of itself is their way of saying, I'm trying to pursue you for you to be my boyfriend. And I need you to clarify that this is the direction that we are going in so I can have you as my boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend. Now, why isn't it worded like that? Because women have learned that they come off as too eager if they're the one saying specifically and directly, hey, are you my boyfriend? Hey, like, we need to be in a relationship. So they find ways to phrase things that make it seem as though now the guy has a decision to make about making this become an official thing. But again, just by them asking the question, they are pursuing, okay? So think about this. When you get a girl's phone number, you are the one that has to go up to her and say, okay, I want to get the number, right? But how do you even know that it's okay to walk up to her? Well, she has to bat her eyes. She has to walk by you a few times. She has to, look at you in that way. It's kind of flirty or whatever like that. She's sending you signals. And those signals are her way of saying, hey, you, come over here. Come over here. So that is her hinted way at basically pursuing you. See, women are going to put pellets out there for you, basically, that you have to get as these little hints that indicate it's okay for you to come at me. But that really is her pursuing you, okay? So why am I saying all this? Because, again, as a guy, you've been taught that you need to be constantly running towards them. But really, it really is this game of like, they lay down something on the tarp, and then you go to the tarp and get it, okay? And so as long as they're putting stuff on the tarp, that's them pursuing. When they say to you, hey, so do you have any other girls that you're dating or so like, whatever, that means that they are actually pursuing you. In the case of this girl, like, she clearly wanted to get married, so it's like, okay, I'm going to put together the stops, and then he has to say yes. And if he says yes, then I feel like he pursued this marriage, even though she's the one that's asking the questions, okay? So don't think that you got to, like I said, run constantly at women, okay? Women instinctively, when you ask them out on a date, they know you like them. They don't know how much you like them, okay? So that little air of mystery in there is all that it takes for her to pursue you, okay? And I've had girls, like, usually after like 2 or 3 dates, I have girls hit me up, hey, so this concert's coming into town, and I was thinking it would be cool if we went. Or hey, like, I found this great spot at this park, we should go there together. They're planning dates. Why? Because once you've gotten their interest, now they realize, oh, I had feelings for this guy. I can't let him go. I now have to show my interest in him so that way he knows that I am in fact interested. So now I got to plan dates. So now I got to ask if I can stay over. So now I got to let him know, oh, I happen to have a drawer for you at my place in case you decide to stay over. Or hey, it'd be really cool if like you come hang out with my friends because I need them to see that I'm dating somebody and that I'm not single anymore. So yes, there is an element of pursuing that you will do, but you don't have to make it as heavy as you probably think it has to be, okay? There are going to be elements of this thing that women are going to be needing to do in order to continue their attraction to you. Because think about it. If you're constantly on them, they don't get a chance to stop, think, breathe, or be anxious enough to think, if I don't do something of my own, I'm going to lose him, all right? And this is good news for you as an introvert because that means that you don't have to spend so much of your energy and time wondering about what do I have to do to pursue her to get her to like me. If you're in the pocket already, it really is a matter of like, she lays out some stuff and you say yes to it. That yes will make her happy. You go out, and then your part is showing her the good time of these dates to the point where she can't see herself having as good of a time with anybody else, okay? So your job is to be the shower, the showstopper, the guy that like takes her on great dates, makes her have great sex with orgasms, and treats her better than anybody's ever treated her, and then you go the freak away. And when you go away, she's going to pursue you because she wants that good time again, okay? And if she's the one that's coming after you, she can't be getting rid of you, dog. Real talk, okay? So hopefully this has helped ease some of your fears about how the whole pursuing thing works and about, you having to do so much stuff. Let her come to you in these instances from time to time, and I promise you, you're gonna get better results, all right? So that's all I got for today. For more of these podcasts and videos, you can go to introvertdatingsuccess.com. Go there now. I got some awesome programs there. My program called Smart Digital Dating is the step-by-step program that I've personally used time and time again to be able to get unlimited amount of dates through phone apps and online dating. So if you're ready to start getting girls within the next 2 or 3 weeks by way of using the digital realm, this program will tell you everything. How to set up the pictures, what kind of messages to send, how to be able to ask for a date in a way that's going to excite her and give you a yes every single time, all right? And then, of course, my top secret dating blueprint is a thing that's going to help you once you get the date to start building the attraction of these girls in a way that's going to have them coming to you and having them want to eventually become your girlfriend, okay? So check those programs out at the website. Also, like I said before, if you want to have a question answered on this particular show, you can write to me by going to the website, introvertdatingsuccess.com, and clicking on the Contact tab. I'm Harry Wilmington. Thanks for checking out the show as always, and I will catch you guys on another show. I'm out. Peace.